Alright, we're back, third video of the series and the last one. And in this video we're gonna be talking about how do you get your main priorities, how you get your priorities done, and the critical tasks and things that you need to do without really making other people feel neglected. And this is a huge one for people because there's so many people in this world, and even if it was me, it was even me at one point in time, just just trying to grind and get it in, and it's just like you don't want other people to feel neglected. You don't want the people that's in your life, whether it be your wife, your husband, your mother, father, whoever that you with, right, brothers, sisters, whoever that's close to you or that's around you don't want them to feel neglected. But then again, you still have a goal, you still have dreams that you want to get to. So how do you really sort of manage the expectations of other people and but still get to where you need to get to? And that's the key. That's very key, because it's important. You don't want to break and mess up all your relationships in your life because you're trying to be successful, because there's many people, and as you see them in the news, right? We all see them where just because they have money, fame, success, that don't mean their life is perfect. We have plenty of people in this world that just grind so hard, and they just push their relationships to the side, but then by the time they got to the place where they're on the top and they successful and they're excited, but they don't really know who's really their friend. They don't really, they have, you look back at their past and they have all these broken relationships, right? So it's important that that you sort of know what to do, and that's really what we're going to talk about within the webinar. Because in order to sort of maintain, like, basically, what do you have to do? Well, how do you really maintain? How do you really not only manage the expectations, but if you can get people to support it, it can be it can be a beautiful thing, but the main thing is you can't be you can't be upset, and you can't be scared, because you're not going to be able to save everybody. You're not going to always be able to spend all the time that you want with everybody. And with your wife, your kids, husband, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, with your grandmother. It's just when you're on a certain path, is you have to sort of understand. And mind you, this is not just me just saying this. Like I said, I do a lot of research, deep dive research, interviews, and speaking to people, and just listening, absorbing, and going to seminars and online courses. Trust me. So I know what the world's best are doing in order to be successful, but not alienate the other people in their life, right? And what I've really learned is just that they're really just doing things that's allowing them to still spend time with their family, but still get things done. And it's never going to be perfect, but you just got to sort of know. You got to sort of just have it in your mind, okay, I still have a goal that I can't give up on, but I still have people over here that love and that care about me, and I still have to make sure that I'm still a part of their life. For example, if you're struggling with this, and I really love this topic, because I know that there's because I know that it holds a lot of people back. They feel like they're leaving people behind, so they stay mediocre, they stay average, they're afraid to really unleash their true potential and go after what they really want, because going after what they want means that they're leaving them behind, right? And it can be tough, but that don't necessarily mean that, like, right now, as as a productivity mentor and coach myself, it can be tough, because I had fraternity brothers, that I chill with a lot. I had friends that I chill with, and now I have a beautiful wife and bride, and even it can even be tough trying to manage, okay, working, creating videos, going out to seminars, doing online courses, and doing, creating books, and making blog videos, and doing all of these things. But still, at the end of the day, I'm in a marriage, so you still have to make sure, I still have to make sure that I'm fulfilling my roles as a husband, right? I still have to make sure that I still have some type of life, right? I still have friends and do things. So it's really all about, don't think about it so much as well, I can't I can't get here, I can't get my goals and dreams and spend a lot of my time and effort doing this stuff because I'm gonna leave these people behind. Because most people think that it's either, you know, in order for me, think that it's one or the other. But really, life is not really like that. And this is really what I've learned out of my research, is that, you know, life is not really about one or the other. A lot of times you don't really have to choose this or that. You know, it's not, you know, I remember, you know, a good quote that my good mentor Tony Robbins said, and if you know anything about Anthony Robbins, you know one of the world's best, you know, entrepreneurs in personal development, and you know, I remember him saying that, you know, it's not really about work-life balance, it's more about work-life integration. And that really stuck with me, because it's like, who said that you have to do this or that? Who said that? Where's the rule at? You know, it's more about integration. How can you integrate different parts of your life and move so everything could be moving up and moving forward together? You know, how can you incorporate things? Maybe you can incorporate your family or your friends or certain things that you're doing if they're interested, or maybe you can put things together and trips and different. So we're really gonna talk about this one, like, cause it's really gonna be fun. So when you join this live session on the live webinar webcast, make sure that, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. You know, you're gonna have all the access to the links and everything that you need. If it's not on this page directly, you'll be able, it will be in your email. So make sure to check your email, because you will get that to access to the webinar. So make sure that you show up early, you know, at least 5 to 10 minutes early, because it's going to be a full room, packed house, and you know, want to make sure that you get your question in. So write your questions beforehand. But I'm excited. But we're going to talk about this topic more in depth, because I know a lot of people really struggle with this, and, you know, are really afraid of leaving people behind. But that's not the case. And I'm not even, just to let you know, like, this is flat out wrong if you think that you have to leave people behind and neglect people to be successful and to get your goals and your dreams. Completely wrong, man. So I'm going to break that myth for you on the webcast. All right, so make sure that you are you know, make sure that you show up, pen, paper, and ready. Right, so until I see you then, always remember that every day be more productive. All right, see you on the webcast.